Morning. So I'm here, nice, comfortable outside, made coffee. They loaded me with foam board. And the foam board, it's right here, see? Made me tarp first. Normally you don't have to tarp foam board. Customer requested. I called to make sure that's what they wanted, because I didn't want to tarp it, but it's gonna sit for like a month on the ground, so it's gonna get dirty anyway sitting there. So my theory is they want the plastic covering the foam board to not be disturbed and to have the salt and grit from the winter not on it. Here, I'll show you the look. They had a cool little machine that tarped it, or pulled the tarps on for me. Wouldn't let me strap first, which I wasn't too worried about. And then of course, got a little gap here, so I put some 2 inches there. And I already started inside bungeeing so it wouldn't get in the tire when I moved. But the propane guy was there. So I was able to throw some of the end bungees while my way was blocked, so that's pretty nice. There goes another one of our drivers. He's finished, good to go. I was the first one in, but the last one to sign in because I didn't know you had to sign in here. So straight up espresso with coffee creamer, sugar-free creamer, and chocolate vanilla in it, I think. Good stuff. A little powder. It's got that cheap taste, but could always be worse, right? So I'm gonna get going. You guys enjoy the show. See you in a little bit. In case you guys are wondering what I'm doing, got some brand new bungees, and I got the hook here on the outside, and they will poke holes in the tarps. So some of the bungees I already had already been pinched in, so they won't, and that's what I'm doing. Just getting a good old hammer, give it a whack, bend it in as far as it'll go without damaging the other side. That's what I'm doing. But normally you wouldn't do this at a shipper, but the weather is so nice on a winter day, I might as well take advantage of it. And Mac is feeling a lot better, so I can leave him alone in the truck. We didn't do laundry or nothing. Didn't want to leave him with that fever he had. It is high enough to, if it wasn't for the vaccine giving him a problem, there we go. We would have Ubered to a hospital, but the vet warned us ahead of time that it's probably going to make him sick. It was a rabies shot, he said. It's just rough on any animal, but he should have the antibodies, which is awesome. So if he does get it, he can fight it off quicker and possibly not transmit it to anyone else. Come on, I'm bouncing. There we go. You know, vaccines work not in a all-out protection. You can still catch whatever you're vaccinated against and have a minor reaction to it, or a major one, if it's not the same strand that they gave you in the vaccine. That goes for animals and people. So this whole COVID annoyance. I'd like to say people overreacted, but my dad had an aggressive form of bone cancer, and COVID's a gnarly cold. It's just brand new to our bodies. And it's gonna take decades for variants to come through. Well, they call it variants, different strands, for it to be like the common cold, where you can fight it off, but it'll still kill you if you're sick. It finished my dad off awful quick. The only thing about the COVID that I didn't like is I couldn't go in and hold his hand as he's dying. You know, that's just kind of silly, honestly. Pisses me off. But that was the policy at the time. We were even lucky probably to be at his deathbed on the other side of the glass in an ICU. So I firmly believe he knew we were there. Oh well, I just need to get off that subject. I was never mad at God though. I have a long history of medical before I did trucking. So I understand all this. And in medic school, they teach you all kinds of germs, all the same classes they give the nurse in nursing school. So there's stuff out there that they have not even made a big deal about that will kill you in hours, like COVID. But I took the silly shot only if I caught it and didn't know it, you know, because I'm young, generally healthy. Maybe I wouldn't transmit it to him, but I guarantee you, when I brought him up there to Little Rock to a specialist to get stem cell treatment, it was his last chance of hope. One of them put you in the trials and see how you do. You're still gonna die, but see if you live a long time or not. And I was sick even after the shot and stuff. I mean, it turned into a gnarly cold. So we got me a separate room in the hotel, so I could stay away from them. But any bug takes about 2 days to 2 weeks to incubate in your system. So I probably already gave it to him before we even made it to Little Rock for his week-long stay up there, but he went in and never left. I feel a little guilty though when I ended up having to go back on the road and they're like, hey, you need to get here. He ain't showing any signs of brain activity. I know I said I was gonna get off subject, but it's kind of nice to go through it again. And I think I drug my heels 24 hours with him on the vent, because once you're on the vent and you're not showing any signs of brain activity for any reason, machine's just keeping you alive. Now you might be able to still hear and stuff, but the only reason why I say he might have been absolute no brain activity is because when we got there, and we all were in agreement with the doctor, take him off the vent. They extubated him. They took the tube out of his mouth and throat and lung. Well, it wasn't in his lungs, but it's awful damn down. And he frowned. It's a hint of a frown, but he had tiny facial movement. So he had a little brain activity, but his organs were completely shutting down. It wasn't long till his brain wasn't going to work. He hung on for 6.5 hours, only because his heart was pretty good for 62, 63, I don't remember, 60-something-year-old man. I was hoping he'd fade away fast. It sucked to see him pass away like that. He was just looking forward to retirement because he was in a position that he couldn't work anymore because of the illness. He set up his part of the garage because he smoked in the garage and everything. And yeah, he was ready with TV and everything. But he smoked a little too much through his life, he drank a little too much through his life. Really to where his body just was already broke down a lot by the time they found the cancer. But they assured us that his organs were just ate up and failing. So we had to accept it. We're the kind of people that don't give up. Our whole family's in medical, one way or another. Pharmacy, nursing, or emergency medicine. I was emergency medicine. And the doctor understood that. In at some point. Well, these are the other straps, bungees, that I may not be using, but they're all done correctly. Because if you'll see here, if this was hooked here and the hook and the hook was like that, it would eventually wear a hole in the tarp. Little spots like that start to show. So that's exactly why we do that. It's not ideal to do it on a working day, but that's what we was doing. I suggest everyone to get a 3.5 foot crowbar. Just makes it easier to get the nails out on your deck, and get you a 24 ounce Irwin, good brand, lasts you your whole life unless you lose it. Frame and hammer, perfect. Sometimes you got to build your own jig when it doesn't call for it, and this is great. I already walked the pup twice. Wanted him to be comfortable. Damn, that's good coffee. Strong as heck though. Real strong. It's a little cup worth of it, and it's probably enough espresso to put, like, I think 5 or 6 shots. So it's straight espresso with creamer and steamed. All right, let's get back to it. All right. So this driver, we won't name the company name, Stopped and asked where shipping office is. I proceeded to tell him everything he needed to know, since he's obviously never been here before. Telling him what I'm doing wrong, where I'm parked, and I'm in the way. All I need to know is where the shipping office is. I thought, you son of a beep. I politely told him, I'm just telling you everything you need to know. And there's the shipping office. I ain't moving. I'll just stay in his way, because I offered to move out of his way. I just need to know where the shipping office is. Well, whatever. Out of coffee. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I strained a muscle in my back, and I think compensating and picking the dog up and down let him in. My groin a bit sore. Overcompensating there, trying to use those muscles way too much. But it's minor. Sometimes I don't think it's minor, but it is minor. Did the old turn your head and cough check on myself, and we don't have any issues there, so that's good. But it's right in that spot. That muscles hold everything in, and you're growing. So I don't need to go see no doc. Just gotta take care of it, just the same as the doc will make me do. I'm sweating here in the cold. Whatever. All right, just thought I'd let y'all know. All right, so a guy was wondering why his strap didn't come over. It's up in the fucking tree. I'll explain my strappage here in a little while. I overkilled it, not for weight, but for each group of pieces. And if it's windy, it sure can get kind of shifty on these real light loads with us plastic on the wheel. All right, back to it. So over there, that man is Ty. I talked to him a while, as I'm hurting. My groin and back is just sore as heck. I loaned him my broom handle with the edge protector holder grabber, throw it up there. Yeah. I told him don't hurry because I'm moving awful slow. You know what? All right, we're gonna keep going. So I just realized I don't have enough 2-inch ratchets to do the X's in the front and the back. So I got this and this right here and here. I gotta be able to strap down my tarp. Nope. So think I'm not gonna do the X strap. I'm gonna go get some more supplies. I only have this one. Thought I had another one. All right, so guys got to get 3 more ratchet, 2-inch ratchet straps. Yeah, ratchet straps. The winches. You know what I'm trying to say. Make sure I'm not hiding it. I made a mess of everything. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna have to wait.